delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from a hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's C-Ball, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make them mad, man. See all that we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Coaching from the Couch. This is your DMV Sports Weekly Update, and I am your host, C-Wall. It's been a minute. Y'all, listen, it's been a minute. Look, I feel like it's been a long time. Let me make sure my stream is straight, you guys. It's been a while since I have seen everybody and been able to link up and say hello and give all of the DMV sports news. But I'm so excited to be back with brand new content, a brand new show to share everything that has been happening in the DMV this week in the sports world. So I see everybody is already started to check in. Of course, you all have to give it up and say hello to Joy, our C-Wall team member that is always just facilitating the conversation. Where would the conversation be without Joy, you all? I see DMV sports fans, Damon and Cameron Mingo has checked in, and y'all know the drill. You got to say hello to Mama Waller. Now, has everybody hit the love button on top of all of those things? Absolutely got to hit the love button, okay? Because listen, you can always catch the show, all right? Did you see the big news this week? The big news is that you can now catch Coaching from the Couch every single day on Verizon Fios, Channel 11, on Comcast Xfinity, Channel 77, every day, y'all, 7 days a week from 1:30 to 2:30. You can catch the show. But guess what? It's so super dope when you join the show live. You get to engage in the conversation and have an opportunity for your comments to appear in the show that appears on television each and every day now. Can you believe it? I still can't. And on top of that, let me go ahead and say this. I received that news over the birthday weekend. So listen, on top of that, and all of you, thank you guys so much for the birthday wishes. I truly do appreciate it. Listen, even some days last week, I kept reminding myself, my birthday is on Friday, right? It is on Friday. It is this week, right? Absolutely, it is. And it was. And you all helped to make my day very, very special. So thank you so much again. Listen, you want to make sure you tapping in to this one and have hit the love button because we got a long list of things to discuss. Listen, so some of you all saw that I was out and about in the district last week. So I definitely want to tell you all what that was all about. And then we have to get into more sports news. We got a Nats update, Mystics update, huge local college football update that came up today. And what would a show be without a Commanders update? All of this that we have to get. So let's go ahead and get going. I need a fire emoji or a love emoji to let me know that you all are locked in and ready to go. Because if you all can't tell, I absolutely am ready to go. So, community news up first. So you all may have seen that I was attending an event and Washington Commanders head coach Ron Rivera was in attendance. You all may have seen this, had an opportunity to chit chat with Coach Rivera. And one of the things that we had an opportunity to talk about is the program that we were attending that evening. And it was the B.R.A.K.E.S program. So here's a bit more about what the B.R.A.K.E.S program is about. B.R.A.K.E.S meaning be responsible and keep everyone safe. It is a 501c3 charity founded by drag racing champion Doug Herbert in honor of his two sons, John and James, who lost their lives in a tragic car crash in 2008. So when Coach Rivera and his wife Stephanie were still in Carolina, they built this relationship with Doug. They tapped in the Kia Car Corporation and they offer this training to incoming rookies. So that is what was happening last week. The rookies went through the training on my birthday on May 20th, that Friday. I had all the plans in the world to attend, and I wasn't able to at the last minute. So everything was a success, and they kept that training for ages 15 to 20 throughout the entire weekend at FedEx Field. I heard it was a huge success. I just shared some photos courtesy of the Commanders. So that was that event. Now, you all may have seen me at another event last week, and it was the fight for, and oh, back up, the B.R.A.K.E.S. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you look it up. Outstanding charity and organization. Want to make sure I shout out Doug Herbert and his staff. They are absolutely amazing. Now, to the event where it was a bit more dressed up. You all may have seen me attend. It was the Fight for Children Honors Gala. This organization has been around since 1990. They had done an event from the early 90s until 2019. It was Celebrity Fight Night. And this organization has just done amazing things for nonprofit organizations in and around the Washington metropolitan area. And it was truly a star-studded event, if I must say so myself. So I do have this picture. You really can't see it because there was so much going on. But the honorees, this was their first year of kind of doing it in a more gala fashion. So the honorees were philanthropist and entrepreneur Sheila Johnson, sports media guru Christine Brennan, coach John Thompson Jr., and NBA superstar, PG County native, DMV native Kevin Durant. So this organization through the years has raised over $70 million. $70 million to directly impact our community. So it was amazing to see so many folks in the building. I'm sharing some pictures now. Of course, you see me talking to Sheila Johnson, and it was really super cool because Commanders team president Jason Wright is who introduced Sheila and gave her her award in her honor. You see, I saw Nats Ryan Zimmerman or retired. I said, Ryan, you're just a part of Nationals baseball. It does not feel like you're retired at all. Of course, many of the Commanders alumni were in the building as well. Listen, it was a super, really, really nice time. If I must say so myself, it's an outstanding organization. Please go to their website, check them out as well, and see all of the wonderful things that they are doing in the community. So if you were wondering where in the world is Seawall, now you know. Okay. Local college football news. Check in. If you are still locked in, make sure you hit that love emoji. Make sure you're dropping a comment so that I know that you're here. Huge local college football news. Amazing. Look, award-winning head coach from Bowie State, or formerly of Bowie State, Damon Wilson, is now went up the Beltway and is now the head coach of the Morgan State Bears. Wow. What news to start off this day. I said, well, look at this. I had a whole script plan, and now we got to change the script per usual. But hey, want to wish Coach Wilson nothing but the best. Here's the bright side of all of this. He's staying in the HBCU community and he's staying in the area. So, of course, we're going to still be reporting on him. So, That's amazing and that's lovely. Interim head coach for Bowie State football is Kyle Jackson. There'll be some more movement as time goes on, I'm certain. But hey, listen, congratulations to Coach Damon Wilson. We all know he has just taken Bowie State football to a whole nother stratosphere in football overall, within the CIAA, and has gotten eyes on Bowie State. And so he's definitely been transformative. He's turned over the realm to another former HBCUer, Bowie State alum, Omega Psi Phi fraternity. So, hey, listen, that's what it is. Everyone can't stay all the time. And once you get to a certain level and you move on, it's very, very important to give someone else that opportunity. And that is what we have seen Coach Wilson do. So congratulations to Coach Wilson. I'm excited that we'll still be able to cover him since he will be local. And hey, Kyle Jackson's been doing amazing things as well. He had just been promoted this spring to the defensive coordinator position, and now he'll be the interim head coach at Bowie State. So great things will continue for the Bowie State football program. I must say I was shocked, but hey, it's all good. So got to share those news. Okay, Nats fans. Are there any Nats fans? Have any Nats fans checked in? So just real quick, okay? This is just logistical stuff. Their current record is 15-30. They're 11th in the National League, 15-30. I'm gonna say that again. They're 15-30. Upcoming games you want to be looking out for: the Colorado Rockies and the Mets. Colorado Rockies right now, they're 20-23. The Mets are 29-17. I wanted to bring the Nats up because everyone is concerned about where Juan Soto was going to go with all the news about the potential sale and all of that. Seems like Juan Soto may absolutely get moved. Who knows? But the word on the street is the team is absolutely for sale. Absolutely for sale. So, of course, there's been a lot of names thrown around of potential buyers. Jeff Bezos has been linked to just like every team that could potentially be available in DC and everywhere else. Ted Leonsis has been thrown around. David Rubenstein has been been mentioned as well. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, I am. Dan Snyder has been mentioned as well as a potential buyer of the Washington Nationals. But the word on the street is they are absolutely for sale. So this is something that continues to be watched. And hey, let's just see what happens. See what happens. Hey, going into June. So maybe they can turn things around. But I think the focus here is the sell of the team. So more to come there. Did any of the Nats fans? I think I see some comments coming in, but hey, drop in the chat if you have a preference of who you would like to see buy the Nats, because that's absolutely now for certain on the table. Okay, Mystics fans, are you here? Are you here, Mystics fans? Listen, before I get into the game of the Mystics, I do want to share this clip of Natasha Cloud after the Mystics win versus the Atlanta Dream earlier this week.
Thank y'all for waiting. I'm so sorry. I was in there showering, but today we're going to do a media blackout. I think that you are all aware of what is happening, what happened in Texas, what happened in Buffalo. Not even a week and a half ago. We have an issue in this country. Not only white supremacy, we also have a gun violence issue. And this is us using our platform, right? This game doesn't matter. The 18 lives and the number is going up by the minute. The 18 lives that were lost today from senseless gun violence in Texas at an elementary school. We're talking about our kids not being safe to go to school. and our government is still not implementing sensible gun laws. This isn't about taking people's rights away from bearing arms. This is about putting sensible gun laws in so this doesn't happen again. We cannot continue to make the same mistakes. We cannot continue to allow these things to happen in our country, and nothing is being done with it for money, for profit. So I'm calling on everyone, please put this out, post it, write to your not only local representatives, but your federal representatives, and tell them you are tired. Tell them that we are tired of lives being lost in this country for senseless shit. It is time to implement gun laws and stop caring about profit and money over people and lives. So thank y'all. Please be safe. Please check on your loved ones. If you see crazy shit online, please send it to someone, send it to the police, send it to anybody. But if our government's not going to do our job, then we got to do our job and come together as a community, because this is absolutely ridiculous at this point. To the families in Texas, the Mystics are sending our love, our prayers. We pray for y'all today. We will continue to pray for you, and we will continue to fight for you. And we will fight for everyone in this country. Thank you.
I thought it was very important, as you all heard Natasha share in the clip, to please share, to please post. So why not, other than right here on Culture from the Couch, the DMV weekly sports update, share that message. It is so very important. The Seawall Sports and Entertainment family, of course, wants to send our thoughts and prayers to all the families impacted by this. This is truly devastating. Natasha said it all. She said it absolutely all. And we have to take this very seriously, because these are things that do not have to happen to anybody. And it's heartbreaking. It's traumatic. It's rough. She preaching like always. And it's so important to acknowledge when the athletes in this town are trying to make an impact in the community. One thing you all are always going to know, and this is one of the reasons why the Seawall Foundation was established, is because, yes, we will absolutely talk about the game and everything associated with this, but this means nothing if we're not doing positive impact in our community. Natasha already said it. I'm going to say it again. It doesn't mean a thing if we're just talking about one thing and totally ignoring the gaps and the things that need to be happening within our own communities. So yes, thoughts and prayers, all of those things all the time, but be safe. And as Natasha said in here, and I see a comment that is acknowledging that, we need to do our job. So that is the Washington Mystics update for this week. Washington Commanders fans, where are you? Washington Commanders fans, because I know y'all hit a love or a fire emoji. Let me know if you were able to catch any of the footage from the OTAs that I was sharing on the stories, because I shared just about I shared about 10 minutes worth of footage on the Seawall Sports and Entertainment Instagram and Facebook pages. Did you see it? Tell me if you saw it. I did want to share some things. And while I'm sharing this, because I'm going to kind of back up here, drop any questions in the chat that you have for me. I rarely take questions because it's always so much to discuss. And even with the Commanders, it's never a dull moment. When is there ever anywhere around this town? Not ever. But I am going to take some questions. I did want to share this that Coach Rivera shared on his Twitter feed Thursday morning, and that is, saw the designs of our new command post. I said, okay, they got a name for it, the command post. Okay, that's cool. Our new team headquarters, complete with meeting spaces, practice fields, and training facility looks amazing. Proud of what we are building. So I wanted to share that because it was out there in the rain. And so drop questions in the chat. While you all are dropping any questions that you may have, and I'll select a few of the questions, in the chat to just keep the conversation going. I want you guys to feel like you're involved and you are engaged, and share what I do know about any of the above situations. I see Eugene has checked in. You may have a question regarding OTAs or the stadium. So listen, any questions you have, I'm absolutely happy to share what I know as of this moment, because everyone knows that the sports cycle is ever changing and it changes all of the time. So, yeah, I mean, it's May, so you can't get but so excited about some the information or some of the things that you may see. um Chase Young is around. So will Chase Young ever show up at OTAs or minicamp? He's absolutely around. He's absolutely around. He is absolutely around. You have heard it here from Seawall. He is around, you guys. Okay. He is rehabbing. He is rehabbing. So please keep that in mind. Folks, see Chase. He is rehabbing. There is nothing to be concerned about. This question here: what is going on with the owners try to make Dan to sell the team? So I'm assuming this question is about, are the other owners going to try to make Dan sell the team? It remains to be seen. There were owners meetings this week, but there's always owners meetings. There's always times when folks can when the owners come together. But right now it's business as usual. As you can see, they are making plans for the new stadium, and the Snyders are both involved and engaged in those conversations, in terms of what the building is going to look like, in terms of where it is, and all of those things. So I have an answer to that question. I know there's got to be some other questions that you all have. It's got to be something that you're wondering about from OTAs this week. Got to be something, and it's got to be something stadium driven. So there's a question right here. This is from my godmother. You all say hello to my godmom and Auntie Julia Tarpley. What are they going to do with the old stadium? So, I mean, hey, listen, PG County has still thrown their name in the hat. PG County has not taken their name out of the hat to further expansion and turning it into a full-fledged entertainment center, which includes the Commanders still playing football over in Landover. So that is the hope. It's only over when it's over. The decision is only made once the decision has been made. So, we shall see what happens, but Maryland and Prince George's County right over there in Landover, Maryland is still very much in talks, and it's still very much a possibility. There have been no decisions made about this stadium, you all. There's no decisions made. There's options everywhere, and there's lots of money on the table from a variety of different locations and perspectives. Want to address this one. Terry contract talks. I mean, I don't necessarily think they're far apart, but I mean, Terry wants what he's worth, as would any player. And so they're going to work through those things. I mean, everybody's working through them and the conversations are going, but it remains to be seen. It's something that needs to be discussed, but he's going to negotiate based on what he believes he's worth, and the team is going to negotiate based on what they're able to give, considering other pieces that they need to keep and have. Is Deron Payne going to stay a Commander before the season starts? Can somebody explain to me? I'm going to be very honest. Where is all the negative Deron Payne talks coming from? Like, I'm being very honest right now. Where is all of where is this coming from? Because I'm out there with everybody else in the media. And so I'm not real certain where the negative conversation regarding Deron is stemming from. If you even go to his Twitter page, he's being very positive about the upcoming season and what's to come. He's even addressed statements regarding he walked out of practice. I was at that practice and did not see that occur, not in the manner in which it was shared. So I would hope he's going to remain a commander. Anything involving team camaraderie, team building. He was one of the players that was with everyone else. So not real certain what that is going. I'm not real certain where that's coming from. I'm just going to be very honest with you all. I don't know. Duran is here, so I'm not certain, and I don't think he thinks he was going to be anywhere else. So, is Cam Sims' new baby okay? We're going to assume so. That's where he is, and you know, in dealing with that. So we're going to assume yes. We've not heard anything negative, so I don't know. There shouldn't be any assumptions that that things aren't okay. Who is going to be the backup quarterback? How is Carson doing? Let me tell you all, because I have said this before. And Coach Ron Rivera, Riverboat, he tired of telling y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all again, because ain't nobody going to ask Riverboat again. He's sick of hearing it. QB1 is Carson Wentz. QB2 is Taylor Heineke. QB3, Sam Howell. Anybody else? Bringing up the rear. So listen, it's May. I think here's some of the things that I would like to see people focused on. It was raining. And normally what happens in the rain? The team normally goes inside the bubble. Coach said, we don't care if it's raining or not. You play football in the rain. We're going to practice in the rain. That is something important. And is a very important takeaway that folks should be focusing on. That even in OTAs, Coach said, we're not going to deal with this indoor stuff, because the game is still played when it's raining, and you don't go to an indoor facility unless you just so happen to be at one of those types of facilities. You play football in the rain, we're going to practice in the rain. I think that is a huge takeaway, that even in May in OTAs, Coach said, no, practicing outside. Everybody outdoors. Everybody. That's huge. I also want to mention other key takeaways that I think have gotten missed. The camaraderie of the team is exactly what you want to see in May. What I mean by that is everybody is doing their part in just getting to know each other. There's a lot of course, moving around, right? Between the rookies, other free agents that have been picked up in the offseason. You want to see the team building camaraderie and doing team building activities. And that is exactly what the team is doing. Each one of the team members are doing their part and ensuring they're showing up for the team and not for self. That's big. Those are the things that you want to see in May. Okay, things you want to see in May. Each unit building the camaraderie. Across units, still building the camaraderie. So those are the positive things that I think folks can focus on and really have a positive outlook and just say, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Right? As I mentioned, and I know we're really, really at time. The stadium thing is not set. Things are in motion, yes, but there are multiple locations that still have their name in the hat. And they got the money to back it up too. Okay? So, you all, thank you so much, as always, for joining in and getting all of the weekly updates for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you feel like you're caught up on everything that's happening in DMV sports this past week. You guys, listen, be safe. You all be safe, and I'll be seeing you guys again soon. And oh yeah, don't forget, every single day, 1:30 to 2:30, Coaching from the Couch, Channel 11 and Channel 77. I'll see you guys again soon.